Hey guys, how's it going? Looks like there's a few of you guys in here already chatting away. How are you guys doing this evening? Pretty well, I hope. Looks like some people are getting some crafting in today. Hey Jennifer, Jibs, hey Tracy, hey Renee, hey Evilise. Well, there's two Tracys in here tonight. Hey Marie, how's it going? So tonight I figured I would do a little bit of experimenting. I've done this technique that I want to do before for one of my other cards that I shared. Um, Tracy, what did you win? I want to know more. Hey Lauren, how's it going? Hey Autumn. Yay Rose. It's the birthday thing. It's coming up. They know that it's about to be our birthday, so they're trying to get you in here on time. Tracy, I want to know what you won. I missed something, so I don't know. Nancy Stamps. I don't. Oh, a Dine magazine from Nancy Stamps. I don't know what that is. You guys are gonna have to tell me all about that. That's pretty cool though. Congrats. Okay, so this technique that I want to do is embossing with stencils. And I have done it before on one of my cards that I shared semi recently for one of our team blog hops for the Emboss Like a Boss. And I figured I would go ahead and see what I could come up with. This one, the Kaleidoscope stencil, is the one that I used for my previous project. And I don't have it on hand right here, or else I would show it to you, but I used Sandcastle embossing powder. So I used my embossing ink, used Sandcastle embossing powder, and then heat set it. And then I paired it with some gold accents using Gilded. Hey Dawn, how's it going? Hey Dana, thanks for joining, you guys. Um, Yes, so I did that. I did the sandcastle and the gold, and those looked really cool together. So I don't think I'll use this one today. And I just used this one earlier today, making a card for the blog that's going to go live tonight. So I'm kind of feeling like it's going to be one of these three. Let me move all my embossing powders out of the way. Um, I like all of these for different things. This one would be cool with glow in the dark. Oh, thanks, Lauren. This one I really like for a whole variety of different things, but this one is pretty cool. And then this one, which is the peacock stencil. So you guys can help me decide which one to use for tonight, and then we can go ahead and make a whole card about it. Yay, Dana, I'm so glad. Hey, Mrs. Whitlock, how's it going? I need to find her on YouTube, Nancy Stamps. She had a giveaway. That's so cool. I'll have to look her up. I haven't heard of her. That's pretty neat. Hello, Sue from Florida. Hopefully it's a little bit warmer down there. It was a little bit warmer today than it has been recently, but it's been a little cold and rainy and gross here in Virginia. So maybe you have better weather in Florida. Okay, so Lisa, hey, how's it going? Okay, Lisa says peacock. I'm thinking, so this one would be really cool with glow in the dark embossing powder, and these are my options, so we can kind of make a decision based on this too. These are the embossing powders that I have. Now, if we use white, we can do an emboss resist, so we could do the stencil and then ink blend the background or the negative space. Or any of these other colors, we can or except for this one, the Rainbow Sparkle is kind of clear ish. It doesn't have like a specific color. Oh, that's awesome, Sue. Hi, Donna. Gilded, of course, is my favorite, but I use it all the time. Sandcastle, like I said, I used for that project, and that looked really cool. I don't know. You guys help me decide. We're doing interactive crafting tonight. We're going to pick a stencil, and we're going to pick a color of embossing powder, and then we'll go from there. And while you guys are deciding on that, I wanted to show you, I made some changes and saved my card from last night. So you guys remember that we were working on a fall card using the inspiration box. And I had that strip of vellum that went across, and I stamped and then heat embossed my leaves from the inspiration box on vellum, heat embossed them with the golden gourd, and I used the aqua pigments to color them. It did not look very good. I had So I used that spray adhesive that I got at the Dollar Tree, and it left, most of it was dry, but there were a few places where it was dark and I just didn't like it. So I actually went ahead and ripped it off, and I did this with the card instead. So what I did is I actually just fussy cut around each of the vellum pieces. And I actually love this so much more than I loved the way it looked before. So I got to incorporate the lunch bag, which we had been wanting to do before. I went ahead and I fussy cut them, and then I used some ThermoWeb Zots, I think they're called. They're like these clear, sticky, putty things. And I just stuck it right behind each leaf. I left the little twine that we did last night, and then I took the Sweater Weather Sentiment, and I used the golden gourd so that it would match here. And then I just used a couple dots of Nuvo Drops in Buttermilk, I think is the name of the color. And I was actually much happier with this than I was with the way the other card looked. I didn't really love it that much. But I think that this is cool. It gives you like an almost stained glass sort of look. And I think that it accents the vellum a little bit more than having just a solid strip. So I was really happy with that. That's pretty cool. Okay, so that's our save from last night. Can I read the embossing colors? Yes. Okay, so I have Coffee Grounds. I have Glow in the Dark. I have Alabaster White. I have Sandcastle. I have Golden Gourd. I have the Rainbow Sparkle, and then Gilded. I hope you find it. The die that comes with the magazine looks very nice. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look this up. I don't know anything about Nancy. I'm gonna have to, I don't know, I'm gonna have to figure out who she is and what she's all about. Okay, so those are the ones that I have. Okay, so you guys like the rainbow. The rainbow is a little bit clear. Well, at least in my experience, it has been. It's got the pretty colors, but it's almost like a clear embossing powder once you heat set it. But we can definitely do that one. Let's see. Okay, so rainbow seems to be the most popular color that we want to use. So I'll move these out of the way. And we can always do more after because it's not going to take that long to emboss. We can do more. Okay, so peacock also seems to be popular. So we're going to go with that. All right, I'm going to set all this other stuff off to the side. And like I said, we can always do, oh gosh, now everybody's got different suggestions. All right, so we'll come back and we'll pick some more after we finish with this one. So we are doing peacock and rainbow first. And I'm going to do white cardstock first so that you guys can kind of see what it looks like on the, just the base background, like a plain white instead of a color. I've done it on black and it looks cool, but it is a very subtle, it's very subtle. Okay, so what I like to do, I've got the embossing ink here. Instead of trying to keep my stencil all lined up here, I actually just go ahead and flip it over, use washi tape to adhere it to like my cardstock directly to the stencil. That way I don't have it moving around and I don't have to worry about like missing out on any of the space from the front because you know sometimes when you tape your card off you have like a white line all the way around the outside. I don't love that. And so I just go ahead and adhere it from the back. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop that on all the sides just so it lays nice and flat. You turned Christopher onto her channel after she did an embossing powder comparison. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll have to check her out. I don't have fairy dust. That's the one, I don't have that one. There's a few that I don't have, I've noticed, because I just got out my whole collection and I was like, all right, I've got so many. And then I was like, I don't really have that many. I need more. Okay, so what I do is super simple. It is not a hard technique at all. And I guess I should have used my embossing tool first, like my anti-static powder tool first, but we'll see what happens. I should have brushed the whole page. That way I didn't get any stray embossing powder in between, but hopefully it'll be okay. So what I'm going to do is literally just plop this down onto the page, making sure that I press nice and firmly because you need to get in the hole where the stencil is. So you need to go in between and down into the paper. Otherwise, it won't quite get all the way and you'll have patchy embossing. So I just go around the whole page just like that. Make sure the whole page is covered. Sorry if my head gets in the way here because I'm trying to make sure. I'm just kind of like lifting it up and seeing where all of my sticky is, just so I can make sure I don't have any missing spots. Let's see. Looking good so far. Okay. We can always reline it up and ink it again and heat emboss it again if for some reason it is not even, but hopefully it will be. Okay, so I'm not sure if you can see it on the camera. I can see it in person, the ink, especially if I tilt it, but it is very, very fine. So you want to, let me take one side of this off so that I can not get all of my sticky stuff stuck to it. Okay, so I'm going to take out my rainbow sparkle. Tracy, sorry if my typing is messed up. Words are sticking together. Oh no. Nothing on this end so far, but I hope you are back to your normal self soon. That's frustrating. Okay, here we go. All right, so it looks, you can definitely see it when you put it on with the powder. It does disappear a little bit once you start embossing with it. I'm actually just going to go ahead and take these off now, since I've already done what I needed to do with them. That way, all my stuff doesn't get stuck to it. And also, the heat tool does kind of do weird things to the washi tape. I'm not sure if you've ever used it before while you were trying to heat emboss, but sometimes it does weird things. Okay, I'm going to turn this little guy around, make sure we get all of our embossing powder on here. Love using the coffee filter just because I can scoop it right back up. This looks kind of like a Christmas card right now. It kind of looks like a snowflake. I know it's the peacock pattern, but it looks a little bit like a snowflake pattern with this crystally sort of sparkle thing we've got going on here. And I'm making a big mess, so sorry you guys. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take it off to the side and get my heat tool warmed up. And we will go ahead and heat set it. And you'll see that the color definitely does change. And with this one, I have a harder time telling if it's actually been heat embossed than with my other ones. But once you kind of start seeing what it looks like, it kind of becomes easier to tell. But like that first time, I was like, oh, is it heat embossed or not? I couldn't quite tell at the beginning. I'm about halfway done. Hey, Trudy. Okay. All right. I don't know if you could hear me, but hey, Trudy. All right, so here's what it looks like on the white. It is hard to see on camera versus what it looks like in person, but it is a very subtle embossing powder. Like I was saying before, it is not like bam in your face. It is not clear for sure. It definitely has the glitter and the color in it, but it is much lighter than a lot of the other embossing powders that you will find. But I think it's really cool because it's nice that you can add a subtle shimmer, or I mean, you could do this as snow. Like if you wanted, if you had a white piece at the bottom, you could do the whole thing covered in this and it would just look like a, you know, glistening hill covered in snow or ice, and that's really cool. You can also use this for snowflakes, which is awesome, or pretty much anything that you need a little sparkle for. But that's how it looks on the white. Now what I normally do when I end up with something like this, like if the background doesn't stand out quite as much as I would like, I will actually ink blend over top of it. And let me grab one of my stencil brushes. Okay, so these are the Clarity stencil brushes. Oh yeah, of course I can, Dana. Hopefully you can see this okay. It's very, very shiny. And it's got some flecks of blue. If I kind of turn it, I'm trying to get the lighting so you guys can see it a little bit better. It looks like it's got like a little bit of blue. I don't know. It's got a couple different colors in there. But you can see like as you move it there, it's got that nice shine. Hey Heather, how's it going? But yeah, so that's what it looks like. I think I'm going to do some blue so that I can keep it with the winter theme. And I'm thinking, let's go with an oxide because yeah, no problem. Yeah, okay, yeah, it has the rainbow. I mean, that makes sense. It is, after all, called Rainbow Sparkle. I don't know why I'm using that. Okay, so Clarity stencil brush, you just brush it back and forth. And then this is a basically embossed resist. It's going to color, because this is a lighter color, it's going to seem more like it colors the actual embossing powder. It doesn't, but it's just a lighter color. It makes it, I don't know, it's harder for you to see, I guess, the difference in the color. And I'll kind of buff it once I'm done also, so that you can kind of see the difference. I think I'm going to do half and half with this, because I want you guys to see what it looks like with different colors. Kids in bed, Brutus and Chris on a walk. Trivia and Gyps looks like the gang. I know, everybody's here. You guys are making my heart happy tonight. Okay, so let's do a different color on the other side. I'm going to do, I don't know, either another blue. Let's see. We'll do peacock feathers because it's my favorite. I like this one, and I like cracked pistachio. You'll notice that I have favorites when it comes to Distress Ink colors. I really, really like certain colors. I'm not sure where Christopher is. I know he's super busy lately. Okay. So this way you can kind of see the difference with a little bit of gradient there. Nothing fancy. But yeah, so what it looks like with the color added, it kind of gives a more subtle appearance. Now if you take, let me grab, this is not like perfectly clean, but that's okay. I will normally take a clean paper towel, nothing fancy again, just a paper towel, and then buff it. You don't want to be too hard, but look how it starts to appear back again. So it kind of goes from being this dull, can't really see it that much over here, to more bright and vibrant. You've got that natural white underneath. Oh no, your wallet got stolen. Ugh, that's such a bummer. I'm so sorry to hear that. This world is full of awful people, but it's also full of wonderful people too. Like you guys. Man, real life is a bummer sometimes. Okay, so you can see that it starts to pop up a little bit more here. Ooh, I have some fellow peacock feathers lovers in here with me. Peacock feathers is such a pretty color. I just love it so much. Okay, So you can see there that it starts to pop out more. I really like the difference that you can get. So you can have kind of more options with techniques, but I think that that looks really cool. Christopher did have a haunted house. Oh yeah, the 100 acre something or other. Is that what it was called, Heather? You remind me. I remember I saw the little ad thing for it. Oh, they fit in baseball card holders. That's really cool. I may have to look into that for storing mine. That's really neat because then you could just easily flip through. And oh, Haunted Acres Manor. That's what it is. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. I like that. You could use this for a winter card because it does kind of have that snowflake sort of look. Or you could use it for just about anything. You could go the peacock route and then like cut the feathers out. That would be really cool too. Sorry to hear about your wallet. Oh, it was returned to them. Oh, in the mail. Oh, the money was gone. That's awful. Losing your wallet is the worst because it's like all of your day-to-day stuff that you use to function, and then suddenly you don't have any of it. Library card envelopes. That's really cool. You guys have some awesome storage ideas for those. Okay, so that is the rainbow with the peacock. And again, we just used the stencil to heat emboss. I'm actually going to go ahead and wipe this down because I know you guys know this, but the embossing ink does not dry unless you clean it or emboss with it or heat set it. So I need to just wipe it off of my stencil because it's just going to sit on there forever until I wipe it down. Trudy, all I did is, I'm not sure where you left, but I was heat embossing with a stencil. So I used the ink to press the ink pad itself to press the ink through the stencil onto my paper. And then I heat set it using the rainbow sparkle. And then I inked over it with a Clarity stencil brush. Used a paper towel to kind of buff off of the excess ink over top of the embossed area. And then, yeah, that's what I'm left with. Cool. I like the way that one turned out. Okay, so that was peacock. Yeah, Trudy, I was using a paper towel to wipe off the excess ink from my ink blending tool. Yep, of course. I'm going to stand up so that I can see where I'm putting this because sometimes I can't really tell where it's going. Okay, so my lighting is not the best. I'm trying to move out of the way so I can get you the best view. But it's got the ink in the background and then that shiny embossing powder with kind of the white peeking through from the back as well. Cool. Oh, Heather, my mom was just talking about those pens. I don't know anything about them, but she just got some. I also have, okay, let me grab my stencils again so we can do more. I have this blast off stencil, which I would love to do with the glow in the dark, though I'm not sure how I would show you guys the glowy part of it because my lights are like all the way across the room and I have like 45 billion lights on right now. So it would take me a good long while to turn off all the lights and show you. We could try, but you might be sitting here. You talked to my mom? That's cool. She was in here last night with us, actually. My mom joined and chatted with us last night, which was really cool. Okay, so I did the peacock. I have the blast off stencil. I have folk wave stencil. I have kaleidoscope, and then tangled waves. Alcohol ink background, layered stencil, and use the blending solution to remove the color. That's really cool. Yes, these stencil brushes, I don't know if they're exactly the same. I'm not sure if there's a difference at all, but these are the Clarity stencil brushes. And yeah, the Ken Oliver ones, I've seen those on the Brutus Monroe website, and I'm not sure if they're the same. They look the same. I mean, they look from the pictures, they look identical. So I'm not sure if there is a difference or what the difference is, if there is one. But I really, really like these. I have 2 sets, so I think I have 8 total, and I have one for each color family. So I do one for blues, one for green, pink, purple, all that. But yeah. Okay, so let's see. Got some of that way back in the 90s. Very nice. Not sure if the brand. Oh yeah, the stencil brushes. I've tried a lot. Oh, wow, I have a lot of ink on my hands. I've tried a lot of different stencil brushes, and I did not like very many of them that I tried. But yeah, these ones are really good. I like these ones a lot. Okay, I'm gonna move them off to the side, get them out of my way, and then. Okay, so I'm hearing waves, or reading waves anyway. Okay, do you guys want to do more heat embossing, or do you want to do something else? Hey Belinda, how's it going? I've got my waves out and ready to go. I will let you guys, we're doing interactive crafting tonight, y'all. So you guys are going to help me decide. Okay, Tangled Waves Heat Embossing. All right. Oh, Miriam's Nature. I've seen videos from her yesterday. That's really super cool. When I was first starting to learn how to do alcohol ink, I was watching some of her videos because she has really, really cool stuff. I do not have any surface sprays, unfortunately. Let me see. I've got some more paper over here, so we can go ahead and do the same thing. I'm just going to recycle these same pieces that I just used for my last panel. Now this one is very slightly smaller of the inside area than a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 area. Oh darn, only thing you have all the colors in. See, I'm still building my collection. So there's a lot that I still need to get. Hey Penny, how's it going? I'm so excited to have all of you guys here. You guys are making me smile. That's really, really cool. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have such an exciting thing to tell you. So I know we talked about this last night about the Save the Crafty YouTuber blog hop. And so when I did the first one, which was back in February, I think. And when I did that one, I gained a bunch of subscribers because there's so many new people seeing your work, right? So I gained a lot of new subscribers from that. And that kind of took me off. I went over 1,000 at that point. I hadn't had more than 1,000 up until then, but that hop sent me over the edge of 1,000. And then, so I was super excited about that. And I've been growing my channel since then and doing more things. And I don't know, just I've been having a lot of fun creating and meeting new people and just, I don't know, it's been a lot of fun. So when the chance came up to do Save the Crafty YouTuber again in the fall, I said, yes, absolutely, I'll definitely do it. Thank you for thinking of me. And I decided to go ahead and do it. And then I just went over 2,000 subscribers. So I just hit 2,000 last night while I was sleeping. And I could not be more excited. I was like watching the numbers climb up and I was just like, is it gonna go to 2,000? You guys, it's at 2,000. And so I woke up this morning and I was like doing a crazy happy dance around my bedroom like, yes, I hit 2,000. So keep your eyes peeled. Oh, thanks you guys. Keep your eyes peeled because I am going to be doing a giveaway. It's going to be my 2K giveaway for YouTube. And when I post that video, it will be soon. I got to figure out what exactly I'm going to give away because I'm not sure yet. But when I figure out what I'm going to give away, I will let you guys know, and I will be posting a video where if you comment on the video, you'll be entered to win the prize. So all you have to do is be a subscriber and comment on the video, and then you will be entered. And it'll be super exciting. Like I said, I don't know what it is. Yay, Donna! That's so exciting. I'm happy to have you here. But yeah, so just keep your eyes peeled. It'll be coming soon. I'm not sure exactly when yet. I didn't get the best. Uh-oh. My middle, I've got shadows though, so it's kind of hard to tell. The ink in the middle, I'm not sure if it really got through all the way. I can see it on the outsides, but not as much on the insides. Oh, of course, Trudy. Oh, Jennifer, I'm happy to have you here too. That's so exciting. I love that you guys tell me if you're new with the channel or not, because then I know some names I recognize because I see you in here and you chat with me, and then some names are new and we'll be friends soon. Okay, Rose, have a good night. Hugs to you and the wife. And we're getting closer to our birthday, so I'm thinking of you. Okay, so what did we decide on for an embossing powder color? Did we decide on something already? I know you guys wanted Tangled Waves. Did we decide on an embossing powder color? I can't remember. I don't have any blues, so we can't really do anything water themed. Just as a reminder, you want glow in the dark? Okay, we can try it out. I don't know how I'm going to show you the glow in the dark part. Let me grab a clean coffee filter. I'm just going to kind of flatten it so I have more space. Okay, glow in the dark, here we go. And I think I'm missing some space in the middle, but that's okay. Just for the sake of doing our sample, and that'll be okay. And I can always just put something in the middle to cover up the spot. So if you ever run into that problem and you don't want to or don't have time to or can't get it lined up again to do exactly what you want, you can just cover it up with something else. Yes, I do have one called Gilded. So it's gold and it's gorgeous. I absolutely love it. It's my #1 favorite ever embossing powder. So I will use that one next if you guys want to see it. It is my absolute favorite. Okay, so you can see that the powder is a little bit like yellowish almost when you pour it on. And then once you heat emboss it, it does change a little bit. Oh, I've got some on my table here. All right, hang tight. I'm going to heat up my craft tool, or my heat tool. Good grief. And I'm using the Wagner heat tool off the side. Yes, Tracy, my Gilded is from Brutus Monroe. I dropped my card. Hopefully it didn't get too messed up. Now this one for me is taking a little longer to melt than some of my other powders. This is actually the first time I've used this one myself. I've seen a lot of other people using it. Alright, let's see. Oh no. Okay. Remember to also, hey, is it Jeannie or is it, can you tell me how to pronounce your name? I don't want to call you the wrong thing. That's my only thing that I don't love about live videos, is that sometimes I don't know how to pronounce people's names. And I always want to say hi. Yeah, check this out. I am missing some in the middle. I wanted to kind of get off any of the excess powder. So some of mine didn't, my embossing ink didn't come through all the way. Like Jean. Okay, thank you. I just don't want to call anybody the wrong name. I'm always so worried about that. Okay. Let's see. How am I going to show you guys this? Because I have a lot of lights on in here. Well, just finished crafting with my grandson. Oh, that's really cool, Penny. I need to get over my fear of letting my children craft in my craft room. But they are very, very destructive sometimes. I will leave it at that. Okay, so I didn't read. Let me scroll up and see. Tracy. Oh no, the dog ate the card. Oh no, that's awful. I can't even imagine. Have them craft with someone else. Yep, that sounds like a great idea. I think that is a good thing. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to show you guys this because I'm not really sure. If I turn off all the lights, I'm going to be gone for a minute because I have to go across the room. I'm going to put it under the light for a minute really quick and let it kind of get some charge. And like I was saying, you guys will notice that I didn't get a very good pattern. Like I didn't do a very good job inking, and that's just totally user error. So I'm just letting it sit in front of the light for a second, and I think my husband is going to help me with the lights. So it's going to get dark for just a second, maybe. I don't know how dark, but we'll see. Okay, go. All right. Can you turn those ones off too? Hopefully, I don't know. My computer monitor is so bright that you can't see anything. Hold on, let me see if I can turn it off. Okay, can you see it? I can't tell. It just looks dark. I can see it in person. I don't know. Here it looks really bright. It's like super glowing. Okay, can you turn the lights back on? Hold tight. The lights will be back on in just a moment. Yeah, I don't know. On the screen, I couldn't really see it, but on like in person, it was very bright. But for some reason, it didn't show up as well. It's supposed to glow. Okay, so hey Amy, I just used a stencil and put the embossing ink through it. So it only glows on the places where my embossing ink got. But yeah, since it's new and I've had it kind of underneath my table, it hasn't been exposed to the light. So the embossing powder itself hasn't been glowing very much. It hasn't been getting very much charge because it's been sitting in the dark. I don't know if you guys saw on Instagram or Facebook, but I know that at the store they have a whole bin for them. Full of the glow-in-the-dark embossing powder, and when they turn the lights off at night, the whole bin glows, which is super duper cool. I thought that was so awesome when I saw that picture. It just looks really neat. And Amy, I think we live near each other. Are you from the Stamp Junkies group? Because I'm pretty sure that we live in the same place. And that means that we need to be friends, I think. But yeah, I think we're like semi-neighbors. Okay, so that is the Tangled Waves. I didn't do a very good job. Yeah, Virginia Beach. Yes, I live in Virginia Beach too. I live over in the Salem area. So, yes, we are like sort of neighbors, I guess. I don't know what part of Virginia Beach you live in, but I think I was remembering that you lived there from whenever they started doing that Stamp Junkies map thing. In Town Center, that's so cool. I'm over there all the time because embarrassingly, I am very nerdy and I play Pokemon Go. And there's a lot of gyms and stuff over there, so I frequent that area. Let me turn my light back on. My lighting hopefully will balance out a little bit. Okay, so I didn't do a super good job with my inking on this one, so the technique didn't really show up as well as I would have liked. But I'm going to sneak peek you guys my card that's going to go live on the Brutus Monroe blog tonight at midnight. Since it's about to go live, I'm okay with showing it to you guys. But this is the card that I made for my blog post that goes live tomorrow. And I used that same stencil. So the Tangled Waves, I just, I didn't do any embossing, but I did ink blending with Distress Oxides. So I used Cracked Pistachio, Peacock Feathers, and Faded Jeans. And then the Christopher's Sister Loves, I missed something. Won the 4,500 subscriber contest. Oh my gosh. Yes, anyway. So I used charcoal and glitter stock for the thanks. This is the thanks die from Brutus Monroe. Yes, Amy, that would be amazing. We need to get together. And Gyps, no, we can still be friends even if we don't live close together. Oh, sorry, you guys. I kicked my camera. It might get a little shaky for a second. Oh, Pokemon Go, Christopher's sister. Oh, well, is she going to be at the anniversary party? Because she and I will hit it off then. No, Tracy, that's okay. I was just making sure I wasn't missing stuff in the comments. Sometimes I'm doing something over here and then I can't read the comments for a second and then I get lost and I'm like, what are we even talking about? Oh, Heather. Yeah, I forgot her name was Heather. Heather. So many Heathers around here. Yes, so this is Christopher's handwriting. Mrs. Whitlock just called that out. So he got his handwriting made into a die, which is super duper cool. And that charcoal glitter stock is gorgeous. It's so, so shiny. And my favorite because no glitter comes off. That's awesome. I have enough junk all over my craft room. Don't need that too. Okay, so that was Tangled Waves. Let's do, I know some people wanted to see Gilded, so we're going to do that. Oh, thanks, Tracy. We're going to do that one next. If I can get my stencil back inside of this. Am I going the wrong way? No. Okay. I am not super coordinated sometimes. Oh, Jennifer. Oh my gosh. Okay. Christopher is the owner of Brutus Monroe. I am on the design team for Brutus Monroe, and so a lot of these lovely ladies in here actually found my channel through Christopher because I was in his live videos, like just chatting, and then I got offered a position on the design team, so I started doing that, and then everyone kind of hopped over and started watching my live videos too, which has been so awesome. I'm so thankful to have all of you guys over here, and thankful to Christopher because obviously without him I would not be here. He has kind of been like my inspiration. He's actually the person that like inspired me, I guess you can say, to go live in the first place because I was too nervous. I just thought like I'm not going to be good at that. I'm not even going to bother. I have no idea what I would even talk about. And it's really cool. So seeing him do his live videos kind of inspired me to step outside of my comfort zone and do it myself, which is pretty cool. Okay, so let's do some Gilded. What are we going to do? Let's see. Let's do Folkwave because I really like this stencil. Yes, he owns his own company. He owns Brutus Monroe, which was named after his dog. And I don't know, it's been a fun ride. So I am on the design team for Brutus Monroe, and I'm on the design team for an online store that sells like crafting products called Butterfly Reflections Inc. And then I also am on the design team for a craft challenge blog. And that is the Paper Craft Challenge blog. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that one or not. But every month we do a challenge, and it has a theme, and you can, enter a card to win a prize. I'm afraid to go live. It's so much fun. I was really nervous, and sometimes still, like right before I click live or right as I go live, I get really nervous. But then I feel like the longer I'm on, the better it gets. Like it's not so awkward and it just, I don't know, it feels more comfortable once there's people there chatting with you, and I don't know, it just feels good. I'm like trying to go back through. Oh, hey, Kieran, thanks for joining. Um, I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody's comments. Trudy, after party, you want to start like going live or doing videos? Yeah, I can give you whatever kind of advice you want. If that's what you meant. Hopefully that's what you meant. Oh, Heather, I watched your Peacock video and you did an amazing job. So you don't have anything to be nervous about. You did really well. I thought that project was super cool. Bi-monthly challenges. That's really cool. The phone's so much better. Yeah, because when you're on the phone, it's only one person. You don't have to worry about as much as when you're going live. Sometimes I'm just worried, like, 'cause I don't know, I have foggy brain from being a mom sometimes, and I guess they call that mom brain. And because of my mom brain, I sometimes really struggle with maintaining a train of thought. And I'm so embarrassed to even admit that, but it is the truth. I have a hard time carrying my thoughts from one moment to the next. Hey, in Minnesota. Yes, Heather's video was on the Brutus Monroe Facebook page. So if you guys are not following the Facebook page on Brutus Monroe, you definitely should be. Marie goes live on there a lot. I need to do more. I need to go live on the group, but I keep forgetting to do it there instead of here. And I got to figure out what time works best for everybody to go live on the Facebook group. Because my kids are up during the day, and so I don't get as much time during the day to craft. But once they go to bed, then I can kind of, let my creative juices run free. Okay, so like I was saying with this one, so we're using Folkwave stencil and gilded embossing powder, because I'm just chatting away. This is my absolute favorite embossing powder ever, like ever, in the existence of embossing powders. This is number one. It is my absolute favorite. I love it more than anything else, any other brand, any other color, anything. It is my favorite. It is absolutely gorgeous, as you can tell already. It is just beautiful. I'm going to tap off a little bit because I've got a little bit of excess in a few places. But it is so stinking pretty. I need like a whole palette of this because I will use it all. But the cool thing is, look how full this is, you guys. I have been using this like it was my job to use this embossing powder. And there is so much in it. There's so much left. It's like I haven't even used it before, which is incredible. I really like that because that means I'm getting a lot out of my money. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and heat up my tool real quick. Sorry for the noise. By the pound, Heather? I did not know that, but that is amazing. Maybe I need to do that. Advice on YouTube videos. If there are questions that you guys have about doing YouTube videos and all that, then definitely let me know. And we can kind of, maybe I can put together like an FAQ or some sort of guide of some sort, I don't know, of things to know in order to do YouTube videos or live videos. Because it definitely is a learning curve. I am still learning as I go. So there's things that I still don't know. Okay, moment of truth, you guys. Look how gorgeous this is. I cannot even there are no words for how pretty this is. This is my absolute favorite. I will say it a million times. It looks foiled. It's so pretty. I'm going to put it up close so that you guys can kind of get a better look if you haven't seen it before. It is so, so pretty. It's just so beautiful. It's gorgeous. I love it so much. It actually looks really good with this stencil too. I like that. I like it a lot. Okay, yes. So I don't know if you guys could hear me or not because that craft tool is a little noisy, or heat tool. I keep saying craft tool. My heat tool is a little noisy, but if you guys have questions about like things you want to know about doing YouTube videos or going live or anything like that, you can always just let me know and I can kind of compile a list of those things and then do maybe an FAQ or some sort of video talking about things to know or things, just tips and tricks. Because like I was saying, I'm still learning things. Those of you who were in my live video 2 or 3 nights ago know that I found out the hard way that if you start a live video on your computer, you cannot start it on your phone. Like you have to go live on your computer if you start it on the computer, and if you go live on your phone, you have to do it on your phone. So I am definitely still learning. There's still things that I don't know and I'm not familiar with, but I will do my best to help you guys in any way that I can. So if you guys have questions, just let me know. Penny, I don't have the mermaid tail. I need it. I'm going to put that on my list. I need all of them, let's be honest. Which one do I not need? None of them. I need all of them. Yes, anyone can do it. I think there might be requirements for like how many subscribers you have before you can do live. But it's not much, I don't think. I think they have to just make sure that you're a real person and that you're not going to be posting anything like super sketchy or inappropriate or something that violates their terms of use. But yeah, so yeah. Tracy, I use WordPress for my blog. Gyps, it's always need. Is it me? Because if it's me you're talking to, I need it. If it's a craft supply and I say I need it, it definitely means I need it. You did find one brand, different colors, like brick. Is that for an embossing powder, Trudy? Okay, so that's Gilded. Hey Dee, how's it going? Oh, hey Lauren. Were you with the kiddos? I assumed that you guys were busy. Marie too, because she's got the kids around this time of night, so I figured that she probably had to pop off. But yeah, so this is the Gilded, and it is with the Folkwave stencil. Woohoo! All right. Oh yeah, Trudy, that would be great. For the advice, do you have Facebook's Messenger? Yes, I do. I have, if it has, I have a Facebook page, which is not linked below, but it should be. It's in most of my videos, but it's just a card day's work, so it's the same as my YouTube channel name. But yeah, if you go on there, then you can message me on there anytime. Because it's hard to get a hold of me on YouTube because there's not really like a messenger app or program the same way there is on Facebook. But yeah, I've got one on there. Oh, Butthead's laying behind you. Yes, I need to get some moderators, I think, because I don't have any right now, and I need people to spam my links and tell people where to go, and yeah, I don't know, set it up so that my special links for Brutus Monroe work. Because I wasn't sure which products I was going to use in the video, so I didn't link any below. Oh yeah, in case some nasty people come in. I haven't had any problems with that yet, thankfully. I'm really excited that that has not been a thing yet, and hopefully that continues for a good little while. But yeah. All right, let me clean this little guy off. Is there anything else that you guys want to see as far as embossing powders go? The ones that okay, so we did Golden Gourd last night. for those that weren't here, this is the card. It isn't actually the card that I made last night because I made some modifications afterwards, but this is the Golden Gourd embossing powder, as well as this around the edges of my leaves. No, I didn't see Heather's comment on Gilded. Oh, thanks, Jennifer. Help you. Oh, thank you, Tracy. No, so I didn't, Trudy, I didn't see her comment. If you can tell me what it said. I'm not sure. Oh my gosh, it's sold out. The Gilded is sold out? Oh no. It is. It's kind of, this is, it's kind of like a yellowy, gold, orangey sort of color. This is the Golden Gourd, so it's this one right here. And it really is like pumpkin pie sort of color. It's very, very pretty. Oh, it sells out quickly for Christmas projects, so she said to buy it now. Okay, yes, and especially because I have been like shouting its praises from the rooftops. Yes, along with Alabaster. Yeah, the white is so pretty. But Gilded is my absolute favorite, so I would definitely recommend it if you don't have it. Okay, Donna, thank you. Your Canadian grandcats try to Skype with you. That sounds really exciting. More exciting than anything that happens in my life. But yes, so that's the Golden Gourd. So we've seen this one. Let's see, what else? We did Gilded. We did the Rainbow Sparkle with some ink blending over top. So this was Embossed Resist with Rainbow Sparkle. And then we have done Glow in the Dark, which you guys, I don't feel like could see that well, but I don't know. I thought she gets things before we do because of the design team. I missed a comment, I think. Oh, no. Okay, the vellum is not available yet. This vellum that I used here is just regular vellum. So this is not the special super cool vellum that we all can't wait to see. This is just regular vellum. I just cut a piece of vellum down, I stamped, I heat embossed on it, and then to help it from warping, I just taped it down with some washi tape to a wooden clipboard, and then I did color with aqua pigments on it as well. So yeah, this is not a special vellum, but hopefully that will be coming soon. All right, cool. So now that this is cleaned up a little bit more, we can go ahead and put that one away. We also have, let's see, we have Sandcastle and Coffee Grounds. And then, of course, there's the white that we have not used. So there's those ones. And we can also do something totally different, too. If there's something that you guys want to do other than embossing powders, let me know. And we can either make a project or, honestly, I do have one project that I need to make, but I'm not sure what I want to do for it yet. I want to use this again, this Stamp of the Month, this cute little vampire unicorn. I really want to use him again because he's just so stinking cute. And actually, I want to use, let me find it really quick, this background that is new to me. It's not new, but it's new to me. I wanted to use this night sky background. Well, it's a cloud background, but I'm going to use it for a night sky. Oh, Sandcastle. I can use Sandcastle. Okay, so I'll save this. I'll do the Sandcastle so that you guys can see what it looks like, and then depending on how late it is, because it's been like an hour. I don't want to keep you guys too long, but I'm going to be working on this later tonight maybe. So, okay, so let's do Sandcastle. And what do we have left? We have Kaleidoscope, which I've used with it before, and then we also have this guy, which it doesn't necessarily match as far as a traditional look for this color combination, or this, you know, like this theme with this color combination, but I think we can make it work. Marsala cardstock is not sold out. I love Marsala. It's so pretty. That is a really, really gorgeous color of embossing, of cardstock. All right. Cool. So the last time that I used this, I actually used it was not the glitter glaze because at the time I did not have any glitter glaze, but it was like a texture paste. So it's kind of the same concept, only not as pretty. But Penny loved Daniel's card. Yes! So I think did he use the owls? Is that the one that we're talking about? I saw he posted in our design team Facebook group. Man, this is all stuck together, you guys. But yeah, he posted that card in the Facebook group, and it looked really, really awesome. That's one of my favorite stamps, actually. That owl, Owlways, I think it's called Owl Love You. Yes, I really like that one. And the cloud background stamp, yes. I saw his card and I was like, I need to make a card using that cloud stamp because I've had it for a while and I have not used it yet. So that's definitely on my list. Okay, here we go again. So we're doing the same exact thing. This one may prove to be a little bit harder because it's got larger open spaces. So it may prove to be harder to cover thoroughly with the embossing ink. So we will see what happens. I can't make any promises that it's going to be really great. That's the thing about live videos, you guys, is that I can't redo it a million times until it's perfect, like I could if I was just making the card myself. Which is kind of cool because, then you guys get to see the real process and it's not like how Christopher says, it's not all of like the magic, behind the scenes, cinema magic, basically. Spellbinders owls. I don't know if I have any owls from Spellbinders. Oh, it's autocorrect. Trudy, are you on your phone? That's probably why. What are we using? Sandcastle. We're using Sandcastle. Let me grab one more. I like to use a different coffee filter for each of my colors because I like to keep them separately. Otherwise you get other grains of the same color or of a different color inside your stuff, and I just don't like that. Yes, I am. I'm going to have a ton of backgrounds ready to go. Ooh, this looks so much cooler than I thought it was going to. I did not think that was going to look very good with the rockets, but it looks really cool. I really like that. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's turn it around. What kind of camera and phone stand do I use? Okay, so I'm using my iPhone. I just use my phone when I do my live videos, and I am using a kind of like a rigged up setup. I use a tripod that's meant for a camera, like a tall tripod that's meant for a camera, and then I attached to it, like you would attach the camera, I attached a selfie stick, and I put my phone in the selfie stick pointing down at my desk, and that's it. That's it. It's like really not fancy at all. I know a lot of people have super fancy setups when they are making their cards. I am not one of them. I just have a selfie stick. I'm going to go ahead and heat emboss this real quick off to the side. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to heat up. Since I've been using it a little more, it doesn't take quite as long for it to get hot, but we will see. All right. I actually really, really like the way that this one turned out. That's really cool. Oh, yes. Okay. So the reason that I turn it to the side is because this is the media mat is heat resistant, but this mat that I have underneath it, the one that you can see the grid through, um, it is not heat resistant, and I accidentally, because I used to just heat emboss directly on here, the mat warps, and I was melting stuff underneath it, like the finish of my desk, because it was so hot with my heat tool. So now I just take it off to the side. I know it's not as exciting, but I don't want to catch my room on fire. Yes, so this is actually really neat. I did not think I was going to like this with the rockets, but that's actually really cool. The sandcastle has a really neat texture, and I'm trying to get it so you can see it without the glare. Autumn, this is sandcastle embossing powder. But it has a really cool texture. It really does look like sand, and it's got kind of like a mixture of like the wet sand and dry sand, so it's got a nice gradient of color. It's not all one color. I know, Belinda, I do too. It is really magical. But yes, so I did this one. I used this embossing powder with a card that I shared. Let me actually see if I can find it really quick. If I can find it within like a second, I'll do that. But otherwise, I'm not going to make you guys wait. If I can't find it, hang tight for 1 second. Where that stack of thank you cards is. Christmas. Here it is. I found it. Okay. I didn't want to. I was just about to give up because I didn't want to make you guys wait anymore. Okay, so this is the card that I made using Kaleidoscope, and I used the Sandcastle embossing powder, and then I used the Gilded embossing powder here to do my sentiment with that thanks die that I used for my other card that I showed you guys earlier today. So I think this looks really nice with the white. I don't know, something about that tan and I don't know, like the neutral white and gold. It looks really cool. So if you can see that there, it's got the nice shine, but it's very neutral. I can't tell what you guys can see and what you can't see because I can't see the top of the camera. But that is the Sandcastle embossing powder. And then down here is the Gilded. And for this one, I did, so you can see it looks like liquid gold. It's so pretty. I actually just did 2 layers of embossing powder on this. So I did it once, heat set it, and then I put more embossing ink on it. And we're using a sticky glue pad to emboss with. I was using the embossing ink, this one here. Yep, that's the embossing ink. So it's oil-based, it's not sticky. So it doesn't dry like the other ones do. Yeah, no problem. But yeah, so that's what I did for this one. And then I don't know what you guys do for the insides of your cards, but I figured I would just show you that in case you care. I just do ink blending on the inside, and then that way I can write a message, or if I do sell my cards sometimes too. So if I sell the card, then they can personalize it however they want. So I like to leave my cards blank just because that works. Yes, for any of the more chunky embossing powders, it does help to heat from the bottom first. I actually didn't this time because I was in a hurry, and it actually turned out okay. Like, I didn't have any big chunks flying away or anything. But yeah. The other thing too is glitter. I mean, not glitter. Rainbow Sparkle. I find that that one is better heated from underneath also first, because it is so sparkly that, like, when I started to heat emboss it, some of the powder just like went flying off, and I didn't get quite as much coverage as I would have liked. But I think that if you just heat it from the bottom first, it would help. But yeah, so that's that card. Okay. Yeah, so that's the Sandcastle. So now we've seen a few different ones. We've got Sandcastle, Gilded, Glow in the Dark, and Rainbow Sparkle. Separated base from add-ins, freezing problem. I don't think I've tried those, Trudy. Oh yeah. If you guys are going to take that embossing powders class, then you'll learn a whole lot from Christopher. Yes, Sandcastle is really good. I really like that one a lot. It is very versatile. You can use it for a lot of different things. Obviously, it looks completely different depending on what you use it for. And like you guys were saying, it would be a very good for like a beach scene or anything kind of ocean related. So that's pretty cool. It makes for really good masculine cards also. I know that there are a lot of embossing powders that you feel like you can't really use, like maybe this Rainbow Sparkle you wouldn't use for a more masculine card, but that Sandcastle is really great for that. So is Coffee Grounds. Coffee Grounds is great for a whole lot of stuff. I was just trying to think of if you guys... I know I want to work on my Halloween card. Love that for mixed media projects, like a shadow box thing. Very cool. I need Pink Champagne. I don't have that one. And I don't have Penny either. I need that one too. There's so many things I need, you guys. My wish list is like 10 miles long. I have so many things on my list that I want. Oh yeah, Lauren, that camouflage card you made was super duper cool. I really liked that. That was really neat. I see everyone has such really cool ideas that, like, I'm always like, I would never think of that. That would never even cross my mind. And it was so cool. Yeah, of course. It was really neat. Yeah, Jennifer, I think it's a common problem with crafters. We have like a trillion things on our list, and then you buy like one thing, and then your list grows like 36,000 more items. So it's a never-ending problem. Yes, my birthday is this coming Saturday, so less than a week away. Yes, Mermaid Tail, Pink Champagne, and Penny. I need all of those. There's so many that I need. I know there's new things coming out like constantly, and so I can never keep up with all the things that I need. Oh, thanks, Lauren. It's my, oh, you guys will appreciate this maybe. So I'm turning 30 this weekend, and yes, November 3rd, that's my birthday. So I am turning 30, and I am going to have, not this weekend, but the following weekend, I'm going to have a birthday party, which I haven't had a birthday party in like as long as I can remember, but I'm going to have a birthday party, and the theme is a funeral for my youth. So I am having a, like, I'm going to decorate all in black, like black balloons, and everybody that's coming is going to dress all in black. And I'm going to make signs that say, like, RIP 20s, like RIP 20s. But yes, I thought it was really funny. I've been kind of dreading turning 30, but I figured that this was a fun way to say goodbye to my younger years of 20s and kind of move forward into a happy stage of being 30. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, so woohoo for turning 30. Okay, so is there anything you guys want to see? It doesn't have to be embossing powder related, but is there anything that you guys want me to go over, or questions that you have or that you want answered? Techniques, anything at all? Turning 30 hurt more than turning 40. Yes. 30 is like that first one that you hit that it feels significant. Like, that's why I said I needed to have a birthday party, because like I really can't remember the last time I had a birthday party. I really just can't remember. And I was like, no, this is like a new decade, and it's like officially adulthood, kind of. I don't know. It just feels very significant. So I'm gonna do it big, I guess. And I've been working on, totally unrelated, but I've been working on my son's Halloween costume. He's going to be Ash Ketchum from Pokemon, like the main character kid from Pokemon. And so instead of buying the hat, because I could have done that and that would have been easy. Instead of buying the hat, I decided I was going to paint one, because why not? And so that's what I was working on before the live today. So I took this hat, and it was white. It was a white hat. And I I painted it because, why not? I don't know. I painted it red, and then I've still got to do the little insignia on the front, but I don't know. It's ridiculous. And then I got some little gloves and cut the fingers off for him. Anyway, I'm going to make his whole costume hopefully before Wednesday morning, because he has a little Halloween, like a Halloween party at school, I guess, at preschool. So he's 4, and he is in 4-year-old preschool, pre-K, whatever. And yeah, so he's going to get to wear his costume to school on Wednesday. Woohoo. That means I have a deadline. Anyway, okay, so let's see. I missed a couple comments, so let me go back and read. Oh no. Hey, that's a cool thing though. You're young in her eyes. Cannot beat that for a birthday party. Oh, are you talking about the isn't your birthday on the anniversary party? That's really cool. Oh, Lauren, that's awesome. Yeah, he's 4. He turned 4 July 31st. So he shares a birthday with Harry Potter. He's kind of still a new 4, but he's getting there. Okay, so while I'm chit-chatting, if you guys I don't want to make you sit here watching me do absolutely nothing. So while we're sitting here, I am going to... Karen, that's your birthday too, December 8th? Or July 31st? I need to know. July 31st, that's so cool. That's Harry Potter's birthday. Did you know that? Oh my gosh, Jennifer, that's awesome. Okay, I am also a huge Harry Potter nerd, so much so that I won't tell you the exact license plate, because maybe that would be weird, but my license plate, it's like a letter number combination that looks like it, but my license plate says Muggles. Yes. My license plate says Muggles. Because why not, right? I have been into Harry Potter since it first came out, and I just I don't know, I grew up with it. It was awesome. A sickness. Okay, let me see. I'm just gonna do some working while you guys are still here. Because I want to use this background for sure. Maybe I'll actually start with this. I want to use this background. So what I think I'm going to do is, not that. Oh, my desk is getting crazy. Yes, those lightning bolts. Lauren, we were meant to be friends. It's true. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to do some ink blending first. And then I'm gonna do my stamping over top of it. Since it's a nice solid image, I feel pretty good about stamping in black over top of it. So what I'm gonna do is, I think I want purple. I don't know why, but purple sounds good to me. So I'm gonna grab 2 different purples and a dark blue. Okay, so I'm not sure if I'll use all 3, but I wanted to at least grab some. Brutus Monroe was fate. It's true. We were brought together. It was meant to be. Yes, J.K. Rowling. Okay, so that was like the big thing that made me love to read. Halloween at Hogwarts that need to be scrapped. Amy, did you go to like Diagon Alley and all of that? Because that would be amazing. I just went to a Harry Potter party on Friday night. And it was not as exciting as I had hoped it would be. If I'm being completely honest. It was not as exciting as I hoped it would be. I thought it was going to be like, I don't know, if you advertise something as a Harry Potter party. Yes, at the art museum. Were you there? Because that would be really weird. Yeah, at the Chrysler Museum. Oh my gosh, Amy, are you serious? Hold the phone. You were there on Friday night? That is so weird and awesome. I was there too. Were you there for the buffet that like didn't exist? Did you did you pay like in advance and do like the buffet and the all-inclusive whatever thing? Because we thought for sure it was going to be like, I don't know, more involved than it was, but we just thought, I don't know, it wasn't as exciting as I hoped it was going to be. But that's crazy. I cannot believe that you were there. I was definitely there. I was dressed just as like a Hufflepuff student. That is absolutely nuts. I can't believe that. We need to meet up, and we went to the same event on the same day. I seriously can't believe that. I mean, like, I'm just in shock right now. What are the chances? What are the chances? I don't even know what to do. Like, I'm so overwhelmed right now that I don't even know what to say or do. Okay, so just so you guys know what I'm doing, because this is like super sloppy, but it's kind of intentional. Because I know that a lot of this is going to be covered up with my background, so I'm not really super worried about like all of the ink being perfectly blended. I'm not super worried about it. I just want a little bit of a gradient as far as colors go. Scotland a few years ago, one of our stops on the tour was the valley where they filmed the train. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Oh my gosh, you were Hufflepuffs too? Oh, Amy, that is so cool. I am beyond thrilled with the way things are going right now. That is so, so, so cool. I can't even believe that. We definitely have to meet up now. There's no way we can't pass up on getting together now. Okay, so now I'm just going to go back around with a little bit of chipped sapphire, just to kind of deepen the night sort of vibe. I don't know, I like the way that this looks when you add it with the other colors. Oh, like the Whomping Willow. I think that the blue adds something. I don't know why I like it, but I do. Uh-oh. Thank you for letting me know. Yes, I did have a low battery notification. I went a long time this time, though, you guys. It's been a long time. I lasted a good little while there. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to do is go back in just a little bit with my Wilted Violet and deepen the colors just a little bit. Sorry about the freezing part, you guys. I had a low battery notification. So when I get a low battery notification, when I get to 20%, it tells me, and it stops my YouTube video for some reason. I don't know why it does that, but oh well. Now that my hands are thoroughly inked up, we can go ahead and find the paper towel over here, wipe things down a bit, and then I want to see, my Misty is too small to use this, so I'm going to do the dreaded thing. I have these because I already bought them, you guys, before I had any idea that there was like any sort of snafu with the Misty thing. When I bought this other stamp positioning tool, I did not know that there were problems, you know, with that it wasn't an original idea, basically. So I have them and I already bought them, so I don't know. I'm going to use them. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I got to take the sticky off of this. This is the first time I've used it, so it is quite stuck on there. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Okay. The name of this background stamp is Cloud Background, and it is from Brutus Monroe also. So I am on the Brutus Monroe train today while we're talking about trains and Hogwarts Express. Yes. Okay. So what I'm going to do is kind of get it positioned where I like it, and now you'll kind of see why it didn't really matter that much where everything was, like the ink blending. Because it doesn't, a lot of it's going to be covered up with this stamp. So I'm just using, don't understand. Yeah, I'm not sure. It has something to do with patents, and the person who invented the Misty is the one who like patented it. I'm not really sure how it works. I am not a patent lawyer. So I'm not really sure how all of that works, but I'm going to be honest, I really don't like this stamp positioning tool. I find it very irritating and annoying. Oh, I need to take the sticky part off the back. That would help. But yeah, I don't know. I don't particularly like it. I love my Misty. I have one other one that I also got from, gosh, I think it's Hampton Arts. Oh, Lord have mercy. It's very sticky. Oh, okay. Wish me luck when it's time for me to put that thing back on. Have to put your cranky muggles to bed. Oh no, Lauren, good luck. I hope that the magic of muggledom is with you when you go to try to do that. Okay, now I have to line this back up. I'm kind of irritated about that because I spent that time putting my tape down, hoping that it would actually work, and it didn't. I think I was farther over this way. Or maybe this way. Maybe it was farther over this way. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so I'm going to try to get this to stick a little bit better. I think I missed something. Oh, sent you a friend request. Okay. Tim Holtz platform still use it. Didn't know there was a problem. It's just easier for me to use. Yeah, I think it all just depends on, yes, Precision Press. I think that's the one. I think that's what I have. I don't like this one though. Oh no, this is the one you have. I don't like this one. I find that it's, I don't know. I don't like that there's no magnetic platform. So there's that. I really don't like that. Hopefully I'm not getting too choppy. Somebody said that it was a little bit, I don't know. Oh no, Jennifer. If you come to the anniversary party, well, I don't know if that's an actual thing, but I don't know. There might be giveaways and stuff like that for Misty's. I don't know if anybody is who all is planning to come to the anniversary party for Brutus Monroe. I know I will be there. I think Lauren isn't going to be able to make it, and then I know Marie's not coming. But I know that there's like giveaways and raffles and things like that. So I mean that's a possibility. I pressed a little too hard. I got my ink down in the little cracks and crevices. Okay, Jennifer will be there. Trudy will be there. Tracy's gonna be there. Oh my gosh. Yay! No, it's actually an in-person event. So it is in Pittsburgh, where the Brutus Monroe store is. So every year they do an anniversary party, and this year it is on December 8th. And they, and I say they, it's Christopher is the owner, Christopher Allen. And he does like a big event and all kinds of stuff. I don't know, it's cool. But I'm definitely going to be there, so I'm pretty excited about that. I'll get to meet a lot of you guys in person, which will be super duper fun. And I'm about to ink all over the back of this, and I really don't care. You're going on May's cruise. It's the same time. Wow. I didn't know she was having a cruise. Is that a thing? Hopefully this actually is still lined up. I feel like it may have shifted a little bit, but I hope not. I want to get my ink really, really good and covered here. I really like how this sky looks. So I'm pretty excited about this. It's really cool when you can use your stamps and dies and all of that for multiple purposes. I am all about that life, getting the most out of the products I already have, because I really have a short or small, whatever the right word is, budget. Ooh, look at it. Okay, I'm going to do it one more time because I want to get a little bit better coverage up here in this top corner. This looks super duper cool though. I really like this. And here I want a little bit better coverage also. Very cool. I really like this. Okay, so in some of those solid places, you kind of can press a little bit harder just to make sure that you get better coverage. Haha! Oh my gosh, you guys, I love this. This, uh-oh. My tape is ripping my paper. That's no good. Okay, let's be gentle with the rest of them and see what we can do. Maybe I can salvage that little part by covering it up with something. If it's only one, we can make it work. If it's more than one, I don't know. Okay, so far so good. Okay, doing good. All right, so just one. I can work with that. All right. Okay, so here's our Halloween background. And then I'm going to have to figure out how to use my sweet little guy here. But we are running up on like an hour and a half. Yes, this stamp positioner tool does not have magnets. I usually use a Misty, and it does. But this one does not have one. Yeah. Oh yeah, I could just re-ink it. That's a good idea. You're so smart. You guys. What would I do without you? You're just so smart. But now we can see, so what I'm going to show you is the magic of that stuff. Squeaky clean stamp cleaner. I'm going to move out my background though, because last time I sprayed my background on accident. So I just go ahead and spray it directly on here just because I feel like that makes it easier. But check this out, you guys. Whoa! It's like magic. And anyone who was watching last night can attest that it does also get off hair dye from your, oh Lord have mercy, I'm getting ink all over my paper over here. Well, I'll have to ink blend that sheet. It takes off spray in hair dye from your hands. So if you ever have a problem with that and you need to get it off, you can use Squeaky Clean Stamp Cleaner to get off your dyed fingers. It's very versatile. You can use it for a whole bunch of stuff. All right. I'm not going to worry about getting in all the cracks and crevices because that just will take too long. And honestly, I don't want to worry about all that. But you can see it went from being like completely black to not. Now my stamp is not stained. Now some of the other colors, like the Brutus Monroe colors, will stain stamps, and that's okay. But this black comes right off with the Squeaky Clean Stamp Cleaner, which is awesome. Okay, so that's that. He was born and named before Paul Newman. That's cool. Okay, I'm just going to put this off to the side. I'm not really too worried about it. But yeah, that one doesn't have a magnetic. Everyone take a deep breath and breathe in that rose oil. It does smell very fragrant. You are right. Let's see. I have to get all this lined up just right. Or at least close. Okay, as long as it's close, I'm happy with that. And then the backing. Smell-o-vision. That would be really funny. Okay, so I know we've been on here for a really long time, so I don't want to keep you guys if you don't care to keep watching, because I know you guys have lives and things to do. I'm going to finish making this card, but because I'm actually going to share this one. I had made something else for our team hop on Wednesday, but I think I want to use this card that I'm working on now instead. I don't know. I just really like the way that it looks. So let me re-ink this really quick. Whoa. Now it's going to look different just because it is like ripped, but we can at least kind of make it look not as white. And I'm just going to kind of go with all the colors here, and then I'm going to go over it with the blue. Because the rest of the edges had the blue. So, kind of buff it out a little bit so that it doesn't look so out of place. There. Now it's a little dark on the edge over here, which that's okay. All right. Let me get all this ink off of my desk here. Background. I really like the way that this looks. I think it turned out really cool. While I've got my stuff out here, get some of the ink off my hands, so hopefully I don't smear it everywhere, which you guys know I am. I am a sucker. I don't know, I'm really bad about that. I'm always getting everything all messy and dirty. Okay, let's put away our stamp cleaner. Okay, so, don't want to see, this is exactly what I was just talking about. I just cleaned this, so it's all wet, and then I put my card right in it. All right. Actually, okay, I'm frozen. Hold on one second. I probably froze on you for a second. I might actually have to call it quits solely because my phone's gonna die. My, sorry, my fingers are in the way. Let me plug it in at least for now. But my, my phone doesn't, Lord have mercy. My phone does not charge very fast. Hold on one second. Whoa. There we go. My phone doesn't charge, like my computer doesn't charge very fast for my phone. It like, I don't know what the deal is, but my phone uses up the power faster than my computer can charge it. So that's frustrating. I don't know why that is a thing. I guess I just need a better setup or something. But yeah, I don't want to get cut off right in the middle, so I am going to leave it here for now. But on Wednesday at midnight, so like midnight in the morning of Wednesday, the Blog Hop will go live. So if you go to the Brutus Monroe website, you will be, or the Brutus, you can get there from the website. So you go to brutusmonroe.com and then you click on blog up at the top, and then it'll take you right to the blog post that you'll want to see, which will be all of the whole team doing trick or treat card themes. So either it'll be Halloween themed basically, but the name of the Blog Hop is Trick or Treat. And all the whole team will be sharing cards with Halloween themes, and you will be able to see all of their projects at midnight on Wednesday. So I will be on the blog tomorrow with my card that I showed you guys earlier. So that goes live at midnight tonight. So if you want to pop over and leave me a comment, that'd be awesome. It's on my blog as well, which is just acarddayswork.wordpress.com. I don't know if you guys follow me on my blog, but you can always see the cards that I post there as well as Instagram. So if you're ever interested in seeing what I make, you can definitely find me either on Instagram or on my blog, and I post everything there. So these are the things that we made tonight. Some different backgrounds, and then our really cool spooky Halloween background. Yes, I will see if I can go live tomorrow and finish the card with you guys instead of doing it on my own. I will let you know. Post to Brutus Monroe, gotta wait until they okay the post there. Yes, I can go in and approve the comments myself also. So if you do leave comments or whatever, I'll check in. Oh, Christopher Allen Fan Club. Yes. I think they had some problems with some not so nice things being posted in there. So they have everything approved now instead of just being able to post anything. Some people ruin it for everybody. But yeah, so I'll let you guys know if I can go live tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'll be able to, but I will definitely keep you updated and let you know. Check on my channel to see if there's a little lobby. I'm not sure. So I know some of you guys have found those already, that you can kind of come early and be in the lobby or waiting area so you can kind of chat ahead of time. But look for it there. If I'm going to go live, I will try to schedule it earlier in the day so that you guys will know that I'm going to go live, and then we can work on it and keep going with it tomorrow night. I will let you know. It depends on how much work I can get done on my son's Halloween costume. And then we'll see what happens. Christopher Allen does live videos on YouTube. Once he finishes up the haunted house, usually between 8 and 9 on YouTube. Yes. Okay. So once Christopher starts going live again, I may be adjusting my schedule. So like I said, I'll keep you updated, because usually what I do is I join in on Christopher's and chat while he's doing his, and then we go ahead and I'll go live after he finishes, and then kind of people just sort of hop from one live video to the next, which is really cool. Awesome, you guys. Thank you so much. I will try to share pictures too of the costume when I'm finished, so that you guys can see what it looks like. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. If there's anybody that you think would like my channel, it would be awesome if you shared the channel or the videos when we go live or when we chat together. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. It was awesome chatting with all of you as always. And I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow night. Big hugs, love to all of you. See you really soon. Night.